Hello, interwebs.
Hey, I'm Jake.
I'm not red.
That's Michael over there.
Michael.
We're Coyote Union -1. Jordan is not with us tonight, but he is in spirit. So
Yeah, and we've got some Q&A questions we're going to answer for you.
thank you, first of all, for submitting all the questions because we're gonna have a lot of fun with this, and hopefully you will too.
Hopefully we can do another one.
Our first question is from Kay Lee, asking, when are you going to add Michael to the members of the band? We actually have great news. Just recently, Michael Lee has officially become a full-time member of the band. So everybody say, yay, Michael.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Hey,
Michael.
It's, it's kind of nice. Michael kind of bailed us out of a lot of situations, and he really stepped in whenever we really needed somebody. We gave him virtually no notice, and we were like, hey, come to New York with us, record an album. And he was like, oh, okay, dude. And so, yeah, among a lot of other things. So
You're welcome.
We owe him a lot.
All right, our next question is from Mary, and she asks, when you get famous, would you please buy me the bunny mascot costume I've been asking to have for years? That is my sister. And yes, Mary, I will.
Is there a backstory behind
Once that happens, if that happens. We got another question. What's everybody's...
Wait, hold on, wait. What bunny costume is it?
that? Yeah, I'm really curious about this.
I think it's like some Donnie Darko thing.
Okay, I know the one. Go on.
Okay,
Yeah.
Donnie Darko.
I'm pretty sure.
I know the one you're talking about.
Rachel
subject.
asks, if you could pick one person who inspired you the most, who would it be? We'll start with Michael.
Oh man, I was the one that needed thinking. Honestly, it might be my older brother Jonathan, because I know that whenever I was younger, he always had the guitars laying around, the drum set in the garage or the shed at that time, and really was an inspiration, kind of teaching me morally in music and also creatively and so on. So
I would say musically. Are we talking musically?
Hey, anything.
Anything musically?
Why?
Hands down, Andy Hull from Manchester Orchestra and Bad Books and Right Away Great Captain. Morally, I'd say my parents, because they just, at a young age, kind of drove the point home that you should do what's right, that kind of thing.
Everybody probably knows this. I'd say Jesse Lacey, because he's the one that kind of got me into everything, being in a band, writing lyrics, writing songs that mean something to you and you won't get sick of. And probably my parents, which is pretty common, old standby, because they never really got sick of all the loud music and the terrible power chords growing up. Wes?
Off the mind right now, I would probably say John Foreman of Switchfoot. He has been an inspiration to me musically and personally for a long time, since I was a little kid. And their band was kind of a lot of what I needed growing up, and it let me know that I could make music that mattered and make a difference. You know, kind of instilled my passion for it. So I owe a lot to him in that band. Yeah. Our next question is two questions from Luke Crescent.
This should be fun.
Yeah, I know Luke. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's got great questions too. So I'll just read it. I was watching this interview with off-the-wall rapper Tyler the Creator, and he started complaining about people always asking questions they could easily find answers to on Facebook or Google. He said nobody ever asks questions you can't find answers to, such as, what's your favorite cartoon? I thought that was interesting. So dudes, what are your favorite cartoons?
Wes?
On the spot.
Tom and Jerry?
That's a good one.
I love Tom and Jerry.
I'm going to go ahead and not use SpongeBob, because everybody likes SpongeBob.
that's universal.
Rocko's Modern Life,
Oh yeah.
The Angry Beavers,
Mhm.
Hey Arnold.
Yep.
I still watch that.
Dude, we saw Arnold in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, whenever we were in Brooklyn, we saw Arnold.
Yeah. We saw Arnold and what's the other kid's name?
Gerald.
Yeah, we saw Arnold and Gerald walking down the street.
I wasn't here for this.
Yeah, where
We're
was
the
that?
band.
No, you guys were there. You guys were there.
Pokemon's kind of an anime, but kind of not an anime. It's kind of
Totally
cartoon.
counts.
It was on Cartoon Network. Seasons 1 through 7 before they changed all the voice actors because they got produced by a different company. But
Michael?
Oh man, whenever I was a kid, I was really down for some Rugrats. But I'll tell you, once they start that all grown up stuff,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
really
yeah.
lost me.
There's
They were
things
trying
that
to
weird.
they were trying to follow me through my life, but really I was really just stuck on that whole.
Yeah.
you wanted to be a baby forever.
Yeah, I wanted to be a
That's
little
the,
baby man.
that's the problem.
Luke's other question was, I know your music is influenced by other musicians and life events, but how does other forms of media influence what you create? Do you find any movies or directors or paintings or artists to be influential in the sounds you end up creating? If so, who are they and how exactly do they influence you?
Woo! Right here. I really like space movies and space tragedies.
I concur with that.
Like Armageddon and what's that one that I just watched?
Interstellar.
Wes had me watch that. Wes and Jacob.
I've been meaning
But,
to watch 2001: Space Odyssey.
We actually wrote this song that isn't really out yet or anything. It's about the movie Armageddon, and it's just kind of like loosely based around it. And I don't know, just really love that space stuff. And of course, I don't know, the soundtrack for that movie was killer too. It was all Aerosmith.
The soundtrack for Interstellar was crazy.
Yeah.
It was
Hans
amazing.
Zimmer is a genius.
But just those movies that can give you shivers, it's kind of like, wow, what if we can do that through music too? That's my answer.
I like to read books. I don't read as much as I would like to read just because I don't have like very good access to them, and I don't like ebooks because just something about a physical book is just better to me than an electronic book. Wes had me read The Chronicles of Narnia, and I read it and enjoyed it a lot. I think that has a lot of strong. It's like a kid's book, right? But it has a lot of strong like imagery in it at parts. I
They
enjoyed
didn't
that
write
book a
kids'
lot.
book like they do nowadays.
Yeah.
Back then,
Back then they had like lessons and stuff. I just borrowed a book from Wes. I'm hoping it will give me some inspiration. It's a poem book. What's it called? It's the Unicorn.
The unicorn. You actually left it here. You probably grabbed it tonight.
No, I didn't. It's in my backpack. I left the cover here.
You sneak.
I didn't want to ruin your cover.
Michael,
Go ahead.
while he's doing
There's
that.
a party behind me. What's up? No, musically, I've always really
Yeah, you're right.
appreciated Star Wars.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
it's really lame, but
No, it's not lame.
that
Me too.
yeah.
Actually, the first songs I ever wrote at like 8 years old were just a rip off of John Williams' score because I loved that music so much. Nikki Griffin asks,
Hey, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
What's up?
And thanks, Luke.
"How did getting a taste of living life in New York for the album affect you when you came home?
New York was awesome.
And what really made this album happen?"
I honked all the time when I got home.
I honk everywhere I
We
go.
honk so much more now. We're definitely better at parallel parking.
There's
kind
so
of.
much honking in New York.
Definitely faster at honking.
Yeah.
We can all establish that.
We honk at everything. Who wants to tell the paper airplane
Okay,
story?
so we were on the roof. We noticed that cars honk at everything.
Okay,
in New
back
York.
up. We had 100% roof access where we stayed in Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
Assumingly.
Little backstory.
It was
Yeah.
basically our living room.
We would watch the city at night whenever we get done at the studio and just hang out on the roof and just hang out.
So we're chilling out on the roof eating some pizza, and Wes is like a genius at making paper airplanes. So he makes this paper airplane and writes a note on it. What was it? A note on it? Like,
It's like change your ways, Brooklyn.
because they have like trash on the street and stuff. So he wrote him a little note and sent it. And there was a point where a car was driving on the road in front of us, and we didn't intentionally drop the paper airplane in front of the car, but it ended up flying right in front of the car's windshield, and they honked at it. There were no cars.
Like, it's just funny. We were just talking about how, oh man, people in New York will honk at everything. Like they honk whenever they're backing up. They honk whenever they're coming out of a parking space. They honk whenever
They honk when they're feeling good.
whenever they're feeling down. Whenever a good song comes on. Whenever they're going through an intersection. But whenever they're right next to a school bus or something, they literally honk at everything. It doesn't really mean like, hey, I hate you, you know, or you did something bad.
It's just it could be friendly, it could be not friendly.
Yeah, and we were just talking about it, and we just threw the airplane, and it just goes in front of him, and it's like beep 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 and he just zoomed past it.
Not a car around. This was the middle of the night.
So we came up with like the idea that maybe a lot of New Yorkers just drive like this: one hand on the wheel, one hand on the horn. Just always be ready.
People here don't honk enough. That's the problem.
But we kind of got off the question.
So, well, the other part of the question: what really made this album happen? Mountain Home is a huge part of
That's
it.
true.
They helped us out a lot in getting us where we are now. It's a small town and it's a tight-knit community, and they've helped us so much. When we were going to Europe, local businesses helped us fundraise. People just gave us money out of their own graciousness without anything in return, and that has really helped us out a lot. So we owe a lot.
Thank you, guys.
If you're watching this video, you probably helped us, so thank you.
Yeah, really.
Last question is it true that Michael Lee at one point in time did percussive work for Michael Jackson?
No.
This is
Totally.
true.
That's
No, this is
totally
true.
and utterly false. Wes is a liar.
No, this is true.
No.
Smooth Criminal,
It's not true.
it's all him.
Oh,
you.
All
there
him.
was Smooth Criminal.
There was Smooth Criminal. You weren't there. You weren't around.
You weren't alive.
You weren't alive yet.
You were not
You
alive.
wouldn't
either.
know because you weren't
You're
alive
like
yet.
you're 3 years older than me. Thank you for watching.
Here, let's just show what happened here.
Can we get a slow-mo on that?
Oh, not even quite there.
It's perfect.
Nope.
That's a bullseye.
Bullseye's right there, bro.
All right.
Well, thank you all for watching this Q&A. If you made it this far, we owe a lot to you for watching this far, because we are very boring individuals. We'll see you sometime down the road. We're going to keep playing darts.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Cookie Chris.